Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you. This is your brother Ayman Talib here at the AMC. About to go in and watch Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. Supposedly the final entry of the Skywalker saga. As I always said, that if Shakespeare wrote Star Wars, it would have been called The Tragedy of Anakin Skywalker. That is, of course, until the sequel trilogy came out. So many unanswered questions from episode 7 and 8. Hopefully we'll get some closure on episode 9. Who is Rey? Who is Finn? What's their story? What's their identity? What's their history? What's their deal? Luke's gone, but is he really gone, or is he kind of like an Obi-Wan situation where he'll come back as a ghost? We know that Carrie Fisher passed away before the release of this film, so before they even shot this film, actually. So how are they going to end her character? And she's obviously a prime character in the film. Lots of questions in my mind about this one. But J.J. Abrams is back on the helm for this film. And I think he did an amazing job with episode 7. I kind of wish he was back for episode 8, but episode 8 as many grievances as I have about that one, I thought it was overall done okay, not great, but still okay. I'm hoping that J.J. Abrams takes us in the right direction and brings the story home. Disney has been talking about doing future Star Wars episode films, not just Star Wars stories like Rogue One or Solo, so we'll see what comes of that. It's pretty exciting seeing this adventure coming to a close for a third time, so we'll see how this goes. Of course, me being the movie buff that I am, I'm going to do this right. Watching it in IMAX, watching it in 3D. That's the way I like to do it. We'll sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Just got out of Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Definitely a great movie. I would definitely put it up there with B+. J.J. Abrams delivered in meeting my expectations as far as story, answering questions, and bringing the story home. The story, of course, is the most important thing. If you don't have story, then the visual effects, the special effects, the CGI, all that stuff, that's just frosting on the cake. And the content is what matters. And the content on the story, definitely, I felt delivered. There's so much to talk about. The thing is, if I say anything, it's going to give things away. So I can't really say a whole lot. A theme that was constant throughout was facing your past and facing your fears and overcoming those fears to do the right thing. I thought that was a very important message in the film. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. You gotta make peace with what happened and move forward. Another message in the film that I thought was very powerful was when you band together with people who believe in the same struggle as you, that is something powerful, because when you have each other, that's what really matters. When you got each other's backs and you come together and you overcome your fear to fight for what you think is right and moving forward together, I think that's a very important message. Again, I can't really say a whole lot more because it's going to give things away. The film is all around great. The film does deliver on so many different layers and fronts. J.J. Abrams is a terrific storyteller, and I think it's also interesting that somebody who helmed the Star Trek series came back and helmed the second Star Wars film. I thought that was pretty interesting. A couple things as far as what people of God conscious need to be aware of, especially parents. The level of violence is up there with episode 7 and 8. Is on the same level, PG-13 level, unlike the original trilogy, which was at the PG level. So it does get pretty intense. So just be aware of that. Something else that came up ever so subtly and ever so as a matter of fact, the normalization of same-sex relations. Of course, my approach is we denounce the sin. Absolutely do not denounce the sinner. We love the sinner. Every single person, every single human is a sinner. We have our sin, we have our struggle, and it's how we confront it, it's how we deal with it, and it's how we, that's our struggle, right? People who sin differently than you deserve to be treated as human beings just as much as you would expect to be treated. Be kind, be inviting, be loving, be warm, and love others as you would want them to love yourself. Want for others as you would want for yourself. I think it's a message we can all agree with. So those are my 2 cents. Check out the film, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. Until the next movie, peace.